So hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn back with another video, and today I'm giving my coin banknotes. We're just going to have a look at the 1951 Australian florins, and as you can see there are actually two florins that were minted for that year. We have the first one, which is just the coat of arms, and this is pretty much the normal variety that you can actually get. And then we have another one, which is commemorative coin for the 50th anniversary of Federation. And we will just discuss the mintage, the price, and any variations that there are. So as you can see with this coat of arms, this coin is actually quite a common coin. For the mintages, there were 10,068,000 coins minted. So for a pre-decimal coin, it's actually quite a common mintage. And pretty much the silver value of this coin is roughly about $5 now. But the silver value does change. So if you're not familiar with the silver value, it's actually quoted in US dollars. That's the international rate. And the silver value fluctuates in US dollars, but also fluctuates with the exchange rate. So currently now the exchange rate is going down and the silver price is going up in US dollars. So as the silver price goes up in US dollars and the Australian dollar goes down in US dollars, the silver price in Australian dollars will go up even to a larger magnitude than it will in US dollars. So probably about at the start of the year is probably a good time to actually buy silver, and now's a good time to sell it if you're a bullion trader. So what are the errors that you can find on this coin? Well, I did buy a book, Rennick's book, which I'll do a review on, and I'll put that up on a Friday. And there aren't too many errors that you can find on the actual florin, this one. Most of the time they will be die cracks. You will find it on the shield, on the stars up the top, and also on florin. So do I have any die cracks on here? Looks like I might have one in the R. So bar immediately above R, but this one seems to be might be just a India, but I'm not too sure. It looks like there is a die crack that is in the O for florin, as you can see, or maybe that's just dirt that is disguised as a die crack. Yeah, I think it's just dirt, and maybe that in the R is also the dirt, so that's what you need to worry about. But I'll look at that a lot further. There we go, I fixed the R up, and it's actually not a die crack, which is a pity. So there are no die cracks on this side. And if we look on the other side, the lettering is a major area you need to focus on for die cracks. And as you can see, the S is a little bit thin, but I'm not too sure if that is actually because of wear, because as you can see it's pretty worn. It actually looks pretty damaged, so it might have been thin in the first place, but it's just been made worse. And then you got the R, which, because of the damage on this coin, it's actually hard to know if that's been banged up, so something is dropped on it and actually damaged the R. So we're talking about this part here. As you can see, lots of damage there. So I'm not too concerned. Because of the S, I actually sold it at a much higher price than you actually would in the first place. But what are the values of this coin? Well, in this grade, so this grade is probably very fine. It has a book value of about $12, but if it's got errors, it actually increase the value. And this coin is probably you can buy it for like $8 if it doesn't have any errors on it, which is a bit higher than bullion value, but really it is also an investment, because as inflation goes up, these prices of these coins will also go up, and in the future you can actually get your money back. So let's have a look at the commemorative coin. So this coin actually looks like it's been cleaned. As you can see, it's very shiny. Generally, when you have a normal coin, actually has like a rainbow pattern come off it. Don't see that. It's all scratched up, so it looks like it's been cleaned. So that's what you need to look out for. But the actual coin is actually quite good. So the highlights are actually quite good. So it's actually not really a worn coin. So that is something you want to get. All these commemoratives have a mintage of 2 million. Except for the 1934, which has 54,000. And in the error coin book, I don't see, it doesn't make any specific errors for the commemorative coins, but I would say the error varieties are probably in the lettering. So you need to look out for the lettering, see if it's scratched or damaged in some other way. And also a lot of probably not here, there might be die cracks there, but generally where the engraving is actually thin, that's where you need to worry about. And on the reverse, it will be the same for the other florin, in that you need to look out for die cracks on the lettering, which are quite common on these pre-decimal coins. I don't see that many die cracks on the decimal coins, maybe because they have a more thorough view of the actual die flan before you see it. And here we have, looks like on the D, is that a scratch or is that a die crack? See, it's a bit hard to tell. Might be a die crack on there. I think it might be a die crack. See, when the coin's been cleaned, it's actually a bit hard. It actually goes over the D, but that's something I need to investigate. So anyway, with as you can see, it's been quite cleaned. But anyway, as you get used to coin collecting, you'll get used to seeing what's cleaned and what is actually in original condition. So what are the values for this coin? Well, I would say this is very fine because it's been cleaned. You can buy this for probably about $4 or $5. Has a book value of $8, but because it's got that die crack up there, it actually put a higher price on the actual coin. And there's some of the, looks like the luster down there where the cleaning hasn't been perfect. But if you want to buy this in uncirculated, you're probably looking at about $100, as well as with this coin here in uncirculated, $100. These generally were not kept in high grades. They would have actually had some damage on them. That's choice uncirculated. If you want almost uncirculated, you're probably looking about $15 to $20. These are just my values that I've seen in the past. It depends on who you're buying from. Some people are quite happy to actually sell them for a lot lower, and some people are actually they want a higher price. But the thing is that these florins will be a lot harder to get with the coat of arms in higher grade, because they're just the average issue, so people wouldn't have actually picked them out of circulation because they would have just been quite common. But these ones are different, and as you can see now with a lot of coin groups on Facebook, people actually pick out the commemorative coins and keep them, especially if they're brand new. But if that happens, that means in the future these coins actually will have a lower value than, well, if the coin is not kept like this 1951 florin. So And I talked about uncirculated value. I was talking about what, $15 to $20 for a coin. Is that what I was talking about? Probably about $20 or $30 in uncirculated. So I'm being a bit confusing here. But in this coin in uncirculated, you're probably looking about $100, $150, because not many of these would have been kept, but a hell of a lot of these coins would have been kept in uncirculated grade. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you like these two coins, because I reckon they're great. They're really not a bad coin to get. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and just have an awesome time coin collecting, because it is an actual fun hobby that everyone can do. Thank you very much, and bye bye.